Anthropic pulled access to its newly released AI models, Mythos 5 and Fable 5, after the U.S. government restricted who could actually use them. Anthropic released a statement saying in part, quote, the government believes it has become aware of a method of bypassing or jailbreaking Fable 5. Okay, I want to bring in David Katzmaier, the editor-in-chief of CNET. David, you need to explain this for us. What is jailbreaking, and what's the government's concerns with it?
So the issue is that these models are really, really advanced. So jailbreaking is kind of getting them to do something where they can leap over their guardrails and do something that's potentially nefarious or damaging. So of course, when Anthropic and other AI companies design these models, they try to prevent that. And jailbreaking is the process of kind of making those models misbehave.
Okay, so Anthropic says the only way it could comply with the export control directive was to pull access to all users, completely pull it off. Anthropic also said it disagreed with the government's reasoning as to why to pull the models. We know this isn't the first time Anthropic has been at odds with the government. What's their argument here?
Well, they say the move is just not transparent or fair and grounded in technical facts. And some experts that I talked to agreed with that. They say that, patching it doesn't prevent other holes from opening. And other experts said that the government action seemed arbitrary and opaque. So we're going to see what happens. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some back and forth here between Anthropic and the U.S. government as this evolves.
Okay, let's switch to Google. They're expanding parental controls to all Android 17 devices. How do they work?
So this is a new toggle that they're adding. They're kind of putting all their parental controls in the same place. This is for Android 17, the latest operating system. You can set screen times and overall time limits. You can also ban specific apps and control downloads from the Play Store. One thing to flag, though, is that Roblox, Instagram, and YouTube are all actually rated OK for teens on the Play Store already. So they're not going to be a catch-all for that parental control.
So you'd have to go individually to Roblox and these other apps or gaming platforms and make sure you manually set those parental controls if you want them. That's not going to be a blanket parental controls. Okay. Snap Inc., the parent company of Snapchat, is getting in on the smart glasses game with the Snap Specs priced at more than $2,000. Ouch. Other than the price, what sets these guys apart?
So yeah, Meta Ray-Bans are around $350 right now. That's the standard smart glasses most people are familiar with. These do a lot more. They have these little kind of projections inside the lenses that allow virtual images to overlay onto the real world. So that's pretty cool. They're big, they're chunky, and they weigh roughly twice as much as Meta Ray-Bans. We don't expect a lot of people to buy them at that price, of course, but maybe they'll make appearances at museums or amusement parks and things like that as this technology evolves.
What do you make of all these different companies getting in on these smart glasses? Because it feels like they've been around for a while, but honestly, I very rarely see them out in the wild. Are they catching on more than we realize?
We see them more and more, but one of the things is that privacy is a major concern on these glasses. So I think as they become more popular, as the price goes down, more people use them, there's going to be more and more incidents of people getting surreptitiously recorded on this, and those little lights that show that they're recording can be easy to miss. So I think it's going to be a larger issue as these things get more popular. But Google, Apple potentially are going to be coming out with these smart glasses later this year. So we're going to see, I think they're going to get a lot more popular fast.
They must be looking at data, and yourself as well, saying that glasses are the future, though.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of these companies have been quoted as saying that they're going to be the new phone. This is the new device where, you can have all of your things, potentially projected into your vision, recording. So you speak to the phones, to the glasses using, your voice, and it interprets it with AI. So it can actually interpret the world around you using AI, and the cameras built into the glasses. Some really cool things that can happen and potentially replacing the phone. But I think the phone is going to be around for a long time.
David Katzmaier, always great to see you. Thanks so much.
Take care.